Sweet love, sweet love.
The humble Finessors.
We're going to skip right past that. We're just going to jump into how humble I feel right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
We're back.
Like we never left.
We're back.
Like a detail.
We didn't leave.
I didn't leave.
It was a short break.
I've been here. I've been on the news, bitches.
Right. Brief hiatus. Brief hiatus. This guy's global. Right? Global.
Mm-hmm. I'm solidified.
See what happens to celebrities?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Humble Finessors, episode number, who knows, because it's been close to 3 months, I think.
Too long.
2 months at
2
least.
months.
Right.
2.5.
Sorry we left you. The blame, we could point some fingers. We were thinking about spending the whole episode just pointing fingers, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to jump in.
We're going to be mature.
See what we missed. What did we, you know what I mean? What did we...
Well, we're a partnership, so if one's
Right.
failing, we all fail. So
Right. Well, no.
if one succeeds, we all succeed.
I think your explanation is due, though.
So, yeah.
You know, I had
Quick, all right, real quick.
I had things going on
10 seconds.
in my personal life. Things got wrapped up into work. I was dealing with my son. I couldn't stop
Cool.
and wait and do the podcast. We got solid foundation for a time slot.
Your
that we're
time is
gonna-
up, sir. All right,
Okay.
ding, ding, ding.
Well,
You know, life happens. This podcast makes us $0.
right?
So, you know, we got to fit it in when
Right.
we can fit it in. So,
Shits and giggles.
So we tried to fit it in today around 1
Right.
o'clock p.m. It is now
7:30?
7:30 p.m.
Who would I rather spend this time with than these two lovely people right here? I'll tell you.
We
I'm
did get a chance to catch up.
brutally honest.
We did.
Yes.
We sat back. We laughed. We cried. You know, we fucking stroked egos.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Circle jerk, whatever you guys are calling it these days. But
That's what they're calling it,
It
yeah.
was yeah. It was
I
definitely
think that's still the name.
right.
That's still the name. I think the rules
Still the
changed,
name.
but that's
All
still
right.
the name.
Well,
Bird, how are the levels? They good?
Are we good? I think
You
so.
have the headphones on, sir.
how's it sounding?
Just making sure.
It just feels so comfortable. I didn't even realize I had the headphones on.
Well, all right.
So today, if you don't know, we live in the lovely Bay Area. That means there's a bay right in the middle of it, right?
Right.
So it's water. It's a lot of water if you're not familiar with what a bay is.
Shark infested.
Shark infested.
Possibly.
Dead bodies floating in it.
Who's to say?
From 49er
Who's to
games.
say?
R.I.P.
Oh,
Yeah.
from Niner game.
Oh, my God.
So,
Too soon.
You're a cold
So-
fuck. But I
so
understand.
sometimes, you know, we jump around where we do the podcast.
Right.
It's on different sides of the bay occasionally. Today we tried to beat traffic.
Right.
These bridges are harsh because you techie fucks won't stop moving here.
Common theme. Techie fucks.
Yeah.
Common theme.
So we went to go do the podcast on the other side of the water.
At my house.
Yep. Everything was set up. We were ready to go.
On time.
We oiled each other up. We were good.
We were lubed, ready for satisfaction.
We were ready to go.
Right.
And
I thought we weren't going to tell them that.
Hey, man, you know.
I
said
like to have a
stroke-
straightforward podcast.
Yeah, they deserve honesty after the.
Yeah.
For sure. Stroking egos or other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's only fit.
Like the
right?
picture you got earlier. But anyways.
Did anybody check the cities that
Any of our
I
friends
sent
out there?
a very severe warning out to my friends about the air quality and water quality.
Right.
So if you got that text, I suggest you look.
If you're
Right.
in the know, if you're in the privy.
Your grandma could be in one of those cities.
And if you're not and you're a friend of ours, go ahead and text the next person and we will be sure to get that text to you.
Yeah,
so
send
you
it.
can check the city
Yeah.
to see where the rain development is the worst, because right now we're dealing with like acidic rain.
Very acidic.
What are we
rain.
doing? What are we doing?
Yeah,
Grossly
that's
large amounts of acidic rain.
Right. So reach
it.
out.
That's the sitch here.
All right. So
Anyways, yeah. So we're already lubed up, oiled
Sure.
up in our Speedos.
Right.
I got my boots on.
Ready to work.
And then all of a sudden, all this equipment, if you're watching the video and you see all this equipment here, it was nowhere to be found. So
It's at your house.
that was back on the other side of the water. Traffic time was, getting ready to start. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. People were going out of town. A lot of traffic.
lots of it.
So we had to wait for traffic to die down.
Correct.
Come back to this side.
Yes.
Set everything up. So we're basically
Develop everything for you people.
Yeah, we're 7
so
hours
it doesn't
late.
matter the hour we put into this or the good friendly fucking stroking times
Yeah, I
that we
don't
put that we
care
put
about any of
together.
that. You know what I mean?
But the fact is that
What we have to do.
long story short, I'm gonna just take this on the chin and I don't mean like nut butter. I'm talking about
Dick snot?
no, like bare fist
Oh,
on the chin.
Yeah.
So I left the equipment at my house. I went to Birds with Sco. Sco picked
Across
me
the
up,
bay.
being the
Whole
good friend
body
that
of
he
water.
is. Right, the whole body of water. And then
Yeah.
come to find out, lo and behold, after we have our good bowl or good burgers, actually, we were gonna have ramen, but
We had
things
some
didn't
really
work
good
out.
burgers, yeah.
We went to record and didn't have any of the equipment. I'll take that on the chin. As I said, I am a man first. Okay? Point the blame elsewhere, right? I'm a hardworking, driven person, as are my counterparts. But
I think
goddamn,
there was different powers out there working against us, to be quite honest. We
Yeah.
forgot that. 2 ramen places were closed.
fuck. Look into,
we got a burger, fantastic burger.
right.
We lost the keys to this apartment. A whole lot of stuff.
Typically,
happened.
people heed the signs and the warnings, but no, not us. We're steadfast.
Powers that be do not want this podcast
We are
to come out.
steadfast. We see through all your lies and objections, and we muscle through. We chew through the fat.
This wasn't supposed to be happening today,
It's supposed to
and
be
it's happening now.
It's happening right now. So,
So the moral of the story, you forgot the stuff. It happens.
You guys should feel
We
special
forget
that
things.
we made this happen today.
Yeah.
right,
It took a lot.
right.
We made it a priority.
We worked through the objections and the what is it, the course, right? You know what I mean? Made things work. So,
Weathered the storms.
how are you guys doing?
Literally.
First off, how are you guys doing?
I'm all right. Cool.
Besides your puppy, how are you?
I'm good. I got a new
here.
puppy.
Enough with the fucking.
right. That's why I wanted to skip right past that. But
Oh,
you know,
is there any times other than this that you forgot something or someone forgot something?
numerous times.
I was going camping about a year ago, and I tried leaving the Bay Area, like we just said. It's bad. If you're going camping on a Friday, you have to leave here by like 12. And you're gonna hit pieces and spots of traffic. And I tried to leave at like 2:30, and I had everything packed the night before. All I had to do was just pack some small stuff.
Yeah.
And where I was going, they didn't have any power, so I was bringing a generator, and I got literally like 4 hours of solid traffic out, with another 3 hours to go, and realized I didn't have my generator.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I was probably about a...
How do you stay warm, sir?
Oh, I turned my punk ass around and got the generator.
Smart.
I mean, how are we going to have the party lights without the generator?
You have to have the party lights.
Absolutely. It's not even a question.
It's abstract.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that sets the mood. Got to have something to look at when you're staring
There's
into
no
space
fucking
for 4
point
hours.
otherwise.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, fuck the heat. I just wanted some cool lights. Well, no, I mean, the generator
No.
powers everything.
For sure.
The fridge, everything. So, yeah, that was a trying day, forgetting some shit.
That sounds like a long fucking day.
Yeah. Things happen.
It was a good weekend, though. I made it.
Yeah, no, things happen. I mean, you would rather them happen there, and you could turn around and just go get them rather than it be at an airport, right? Because I know of people that have had trips planned 30 minutes before we go to check in and no passport, and we're leaving country, so we're not just you know what I mean? We're yeah, you know.
That happened recently I brought family to the airport and someone left their wallet at home.
Can I ask you guys
It was
both-
like 6 p.m., so I had to.
Without throwing anybody under the bus, which each one of these genders female?
It was kind of a
Collaborative effort.
C.
Hey,
Because it was a male involved, but he's disabled, so it wasn't really.
Oh, so he gets a pass.
Yeah,
he's not supposed to remember that.
But what about
Yeah.
yours? Was
Then the
yours
person that forgot his item is
female, yeah. So
Okay.
that's why it's C.
and no.
Both.
I had
Always goes back
I had
to
a
that.
clear cut path towards yes, and then to stare back up at the camera.
Do you guys feel like you
Because
forget that type of minuscule shit? Like you were saying, we don't
Negative.
leave the
I
house
never- I
without
really
wallet,
never
keys.
forget shit.
negative.
I have a little...
no. The person I'm
Inventory.
talking about at the airport was not me, but when you said was it?
Yeah,
Was
we
it
all know it wasn't you. You don't ever forget anything.
Yes, it was a lady. No, but I mean, fuck, dude. Everybody forgets all kinds of shit. Shit happens, you know, especially close to trips because people are like stressing, running around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's a lot to pack.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's some unforgiven times where you're, you know, even if you forget and you're going on a trip and you do leave something at home, it's still just
Or you leave some shit on the trip that you need.
when you can't turn around and come get your equipment to do the podcast earlier, so that my good fellow friends don't have to sit around and see my mug for 4 hours.
Yeah, it was rough.
It's the longest I've seen you in months.
It's all good. I get to hang out with your fam. It's always good. You know what I'm saying? So
They're all right.
Yeah, they're decent.
No, it wasn't like we were in a interrogation room,
Right,
just sitting
right.
there.
Yeah.
We had some laughs, some goofs,
Couple chuckles.
Yeah.
Went and had lunch.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
It wasn't too bad.
That's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
One time, my brother lived in San Diego. Well, he came up to the Bay, visit family one time. So while he was up here, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Let's go go-karting.
And why not?
As you do.
Why not?
Right? But I like going to the real go-kart place. So you got to be 18 or you got to have parent permission, whatever.
Right.
My brother was 18 at the time. Didn't bring his wallet on the trip.
Of course not.
And I'm like, dude, you're an adult now. Yeah, you gotta bring your wallet, sir. So we went to the go-kart place. He didn't have his ID. They wouldn't let him go. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this.
Watch this.
Yeah. I said, watch, motherfucker, right? He lives in San Diego. He's born in Redwood City, just like I was.
Right.
Go to the courthouse, get a birth certificate, walk back, slap that puppy on the counter. Like, yeah, we're go-karting today, sir.
Right.
It's happening.
Yeah. So
time.
I did that in like an hour. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Let's go to the courthouse.
Your quick Puma thinking led to you guys riding in the go
Who
Had
won?
a fantastic.
Who won?
Always me. Always me.
That's where.
He'll try.
I'll put the
Right.
motherfucker in
There's
the
some
cell.
controversy around.
No, that's
that.
where. Of course, there's controversy.
Cold
behind it
trickle
because
to the outside
The
all
story's
day,
coming
dude.
from you, so there's always controversy.
Is that so?
Dude, every story you read in the tabloids now, whatever course it sets, whatever sail adventure it's going on, it's dependent on the person telling the story and if it benefits or doesn't benefit them, my friend. My friend.
I'll put money
I would
up.
just say like friendo, right?
I'll put money up.
Well, but yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been good at go-karts. Those things are hazardous.
Well, I was
vehicles.
very fortunate. I had a go-kart when I was like 11, 12
Nice.
for a couple
Nice.
years. And
Damn.
we used to take it down to like by Moffitt Field. There's all big empty parking lots, which are all like Google buildings now. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah.
And we were able to get access because it was Lockheed land, but my stepdad worked at Lockheed. So he got us through the gates, and there's just, on the weekends, just huge empty
Yeah.
parking lots.
Tear up asphalt.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. So, I got good at them at a
Okay.
young age.
Okay.
But
I've been known to
Get squirrely.
dilly-dally.
Figure eights.
do okay behind the wheel.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure, dude. But
Remember in Malibu, my whole fucking shit was like, all right, dude, we got to wait until we get kicked out because I don't want to waste my dough. You get kicked
explain
out.
what Malibu is again, because people may not know.
Oh, Malibu Castle was the premier
We
spot
spoke
in Redwood
about it.
City. Miniature golf, video games, arcade. I mean, it's a
Wonderful.
landmark.
Tons of birthday
Right.
parties
Redwood
there.
City landmark. I mean,
Right.
but they had these little go-karts, and when we were kids, they seemed like they were huge.
Yeah.
And so when we finally got our license, our Malibu license, we get as fucked up as possible and
Head
go out
out.
there. Oh, instantly.
Sure.
Instantly.
I had
Instantly.
a little league party there, but I was too small to do the go-kart myself. So I had to ride with one of the coaches in the two-seater. I don't even remember it because my head was just banging. Like, I got CTE from that
That
shit.
motherfucker was trying to beat some teenagers.
Yeah.
He's just like, fuck these
Yeah,
fuckers.
and I was like
Whipping
too
the shit.
small to even see. I just had the big-ass helmet on.
When is it gonna
was a
end?
rough ride. Yeah, it wasn't fun at all.
That shit doesn't
So
sound
we
cool.
would we would do the course and try and get better times
Right.
and race the clock.
Right.
And on that last lap, boy, into the grass lawn job. I mean, as sideways as
Facts.
possible.
Facts.
And then I'd always wait till my boy did it first because they'd shut him down and he's out in the middle of the fucking grass. So then they'd run away from the circuit board. And once they ran away from the circuit board, they can't shut you down anymore.
Right.
Oh, so they would shut off from the circuit?
They'd shut
Oh,
your boy
shit.
down. They'd shut my boy down, and then he'd run out there and start reprimanding
Yeah.
him because he went and did donuts in the lawn.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he doesn't even see me, and I'm just over
Yeah,
here
yeah.
in the lawn, just Having so much fun. I've been kicked out. I was banned for life so many times out of
Yeah, but you're a rebel native. They can't really do that.
The go-kart place we went to was the one in Burlingame, go-kart racer.
that place
They just closed it down.
There.
They closed it down?
Yeah. I was pretty
Motherfuckers
upset.
getting injured.
So now all we got is K1, which is bullshit racing. For
Right.
any of you out there.
Right.
You can just pretty much just hold the pedal
I
down.
won't even go.
It's bullshit. But go-kart racer, you actually got a little squirrely.
Right.
You had to know what you were doing a little
And
bit.
squirrely doesn't go fast, so you don't want to get too sideways.
Exactly.
I was done after
You want to
Malibu.
drift just a little
Yeah, but
bit.
K1, you can just gun it the whole time. Little electric cars, they're bullshit.
I was done after Malibu.
I feel like
Yeah.
Mario and
If it's
Drake.
not gas
Dude,
powered,
That shit was so much fun. Like going there, I used to go there with
I
coworkers.
actually feel like I want to gas up my 110 and just rev it.
Yeah. But see,
Like,
Malibu, it was more spaced out and it was open air.
Yeah.
But since this was like smaller, more compact, you hit the little hairpin behind someone, flip them off. Keep going. We have fun with that shit.
Yeah.
You can always tell who everybody is by their shoes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I would try to like memorize like the color of their helmet, and try to get to know, or their jacket. Try to like.
Everybody's
never-
got that foreskin over their head before
Yeah,
the
yeah,
helmet.
I never worried. I just
And
wanted
everybody got it all crooked too. Nobody knows how to put the shit on.
Everyone just
correctly.
wanted to clean people up, dude. Kevin's dad, we went for a birthday for Mikey. Dude, he broke
The
Seppi's
go-kart racer?
Yeah, he broke Seppi's wrist in Burlingame.
Damn.
She reached out. I
Did
guess
he
she was
win?
trying to brace herself.
Did he win?
Oh, you're trying
He
to
lost.
brace
He
yourself on
lost?
a go-kart
Dude.
crash?
Dude, broke her wrist.
And he didn't even come away with the W?
Was slinged up for 3 months.
That's the fucking
lost
tragedy
to
here.
lost to his son, and then got cussed out because Kevin was like, "Dude, why the fuck would you just run into her full speed?"
Hand jobs are going to be a little rough for the next 6 weeks.
Dude, he was
And
sick.
you didn't even come home with the W.
He was 60.
At least bring a trophy.
At least come back with the W if you're going to fucking
Sure.
shed blood.
At least hang a banner.
If you're
God damn
60
it.
though, you give a fuck. I think we've talked about
No
this
fucks
before.
given,
When
yeah.
when you're
In
60,
pajamas.
dude, you don't give a fuck about anything. Dude. It just is what it is.
So he just rammed.
Take it on, rammed into her like it was a bumper car, right? Like he was back in fucking Santa Cruz Beach
Days of
Boardwalk.
Thunder.
Yeah.
When I worked at a major tech company that you've definitely heard of. We started like a tournament, go-kart tournament. So we would go on lunch and we would take like a long lunch break because it's major tech company, so there's a lot of freedom.
Probably rented it out too.
Nah, we didn't. But we would show up at like midday on a weekday, so it was like we usually had it to ourselves.
That's dope.
And I didn't realize until I started that job that I didn't have a competitive outlet for a few years because I had stopped gaming and stuff to like do music stuff. I didn't have a competitive outlet, so I was going fucking crazy because we would have like foosball in the break room and we would have arguments.
You spinning that shit aggression?
Yeah,
Real
we had
aggression.
tournaments, like we were having arguments,
Yeah.
and then we were going go-karting, and it was always me, my boy Quincy, and this fuckhead, and we were always the top three, and we were always battling, right?
Right.
But then other people would go from our department, but they were trash, so they would just be in our way, you know what I
Right.
mean? And but usually they'd know, like, oh, they're getting it in again. Let me get out the way because you're supposed to at K1. They're like,
Right.
move the fuck over. So one day, this guy, I'm not gonna say his name. He's still cool. We're cool to this day. He kept blocking me, like purposely. I'll see him look over his shoulder and block me, and I'm like losing my shit. I'm like screaming at him, like, get the fuck out the way, because I don't remember if I was trying to catch Quincy or Quincy was behind me catching up.
Right,
But I'm
right,
like,
right.
I think Quincy was ahead of me, to be honest, though. So I think I'm trying to catch up. But that they time your lap, so it's really best lap time.
Yes.
So I know this dude's slowing me the fuck down. So I'm yelling, I'm screaming at him. We get out the carts. I get out the car, walk over to his car, and just screaming at him. Like, why are you in my fucking way? Blah, blah.
You're on some
And he's
NASCAR
like,
shit,
yeah,
it's
and he's like, I
go-karts.
wasn't blocking you. I was blocking Marco, this other guy. Like, I was blocking Marco. I was like, no, you're blocking me. Get the fuck out the way. And then we're going
You're Jeff
back.
Gordon now.
Yeah, we're
You're out
going
here.
back. We had the minivan. We had a minivan for our department that we would just take. So it was like 6, 7 of us in the minivan going back to the workplace, and I'm just yelling. I'm
Super
like,
aggression.
dude, I don't know what was wrong with me because he's like, no, I was blocking Marco. I'm like, no, you weren't. I was like, Marco, was he blocking you? He
No,
said, and Marco said, nah, he wasn't
When
blocking. He
you're
was
deprived
blocking
from
you.
it, though, when you're deprived from it for a
Yeah.
while, like a competitive spirit, and it comes and it manifests
comes with a
back,
force.
dude. It could be the littlest thing, like you're talking
Yeah.
about foosball.
Yeah,
talking about
I was going
ping
crazy.
pong.
I was going crazy over him
Traffic.
blocking me.
Traffic.
People get aggressive.
I was yelling at him. I was like, apologize. Apologize.
For what?
Over a bullshit
Yeah,
go-kart
dude.
in K1.
Ready to fist fight.
So I never lived that down. Like, everyone at the job would always joke, man, like, apologize. I was like,
Blocking me.
yeah,
Right.
I realized I didn't have a competitive outlet. You got to have it.
Got to. Chess, checkers, whatever you play,
Yeah.
whatever game.
Or
Whatever,
video games. For a
right,
lot of
whatever
people, it's
square
video
game
games.
you play, get that outlet going. Because if you don't, you might fuck around and,
I'm not competitive at all. I don't
you might blow your load over
The MMA guy's not competitive.
Go kart race. Yeah, he's not.
I'm not competitive at all.
No, he's not.
No.
I'm
Mr.
sure.
Mr. Blinky Lights
Yeah,
bicycle.
I'm sure.
I'm like, I think that guy took off from the green light a little fast.
Yeah.
Does he think he got me?
Let's do 90 floating back to my house in San Gregorio, one lane
I'm
way.
never gonna live
Let's
this
not
one
do-
little
Yeah,
trip
you guys
down.
meant-
Scary times, dude. Scary times. Let's not race my shit to the brink. Like you're Jeff Gordon too. Then
No.
you guys are over here fucking flexing muscles over.
I was just having a good time.
The go kart, and you're racing fucking Ghost Rider because there's nobody.
I was
in your
racing
way.
myself. I was racing.
There's no one in the back. There's
I was
no one in the
racing
front.
previous
Time
times.
trials.
Yeah. No
time
no
trials,
timer.
no
Hey,
big
time
deal.
me, Ave. None of that. Just
I was trying to hit the time restriction so I could get to the next goal.
Let's just rock. Okay.
When you see, if you're on an empty street and you see the light up signs with your speed, do you ever test it?
I try and go as fast as possible
Yeah,
so
I try
it
to
blinks.
see.
It doesn't even show your time anymore.
Yeah, I try to see how.
Slow down.
I don't
Yeah.
really anymore, but I used to. I'd be like, hold on.
That's
let me
pretty
see-
aggressive.
Let me see
No,
what
I
I can
don't
do
do
with
that.
this one.
Dude, I drive a company truck every day, so it's kind of crazy, but it translated into my real life. So now I just drive like a bitch everywhere. It just is what it is. And people could be like, dude, you're getting cut off by 2 and 3 cars, and I'm just like, yeah.
Well, yeah, when you're getting paid to drive, the traffic is what you want.
Right, but no,
I'm going to get paid to do
but
my
it
job or
translated
drive.
to my real life. So now I'm in the Audi. I'm getting cut off left and right. And I just don't even give a fuck.
That
It is
happened
what
when
it
I
is.
got my Cadillac. It slowed me down. I was chilling.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because it's just extra aggression from you. But I feel it though.
I learned that from years of driving with no L's.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be out there throwing fucking elbows, playing ping pong, and other persons across the table. I'll still.
I give you a sorry.
Elbow a partner.
Oh, we almost came to
Get your
blows
shit
over
together.
foosball.
Yeah. Oh, that's you
what I'm
spun.
saying.
You
That's
spun.
what
That
I'm
doesn't
saying.
count.
We got
that does
crazy.
not
Yeah, I
count.
didn't-
You can't-
I
you
never
can't-
spin.
No.
Boys and
fuck
girls
no.
club.
It's actually
Boys and Girls
stupid to
Club.
spin.
Yeah.
You
Right.
you have no control. You don't know what you're doing, and anyone who's a good defender will immediately score on
Eat
you
you
when
up.
you try to do that
Yep.
shit because you just
Yep.
took everyone out.
You got to
of position.
move. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, no. I've met a few, spinners that do work.
Well, there's a level.
I have too.
There's a spin shot, like a quick spin, but the people who are just spinning like crazy, nah, you don't know what you're
You
doing.
been to spin class? You been out there riding poles? You out there fucking around?
What the fuck?
You said if you spin
And I said I know a few spinners.
spin class.
Mm,
I'm just trying to make sense of what you said.
I think we all know what a spinner is. Jesus Christ. Are we that old now?
I know because I dated one.
Yes.
Just one.
No. But back to the
Spinners?
topic.
Competitive outlet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. You're talking into a silicone boob right now. You know that, right?
It does have that ripple effect.
You guys can't see it, but on the side it looks like a fake tit, and it's got fucking some lines.
I'm wholesome. I don't know what a fake tit looks like, so
You don't watch porno, my friend. Grow up. No, I'm
I'm
joking.
trying to get into heaven, man.
But that's how they get there.
Yeah, I guess.
Fuck, I'm going to hell then.
Speaking of that foosball tournament
Yeah.
that we had, we did a bracket online and we had to have nicknames. So when we did the foosball tournament at work, my nickname was I just put God because I was like, nobody's beating me at foosball. God.
That's not
And then,
stereotypical at all.
and then someone got offended, and
Yeah.
then I had to change it to like asset guy because I was the asset.
I wouldn't
manager.
be offended, but I'd just be like, "Who's this douche?
Yeah.
That's douche. This douche. You smell like a
Pretty cool.
Well,
you smell like an unrubbed cooch."
Well, here's a confession. He was the guy I was yelling at about the.
See. So you had a real
the
reason,
go-kart.
didn't you? You had a real reason. Yeah.
No, he's cool. We're cool to this day.
Uber aggression.
He's a nice guy.
As long as he doesn't block you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get
Or
the fuck out
Marcos.
the way. Yeah,
Marcos.
yeah.
I like to bring up a fact that my birthday passed before we did a podcast.
So did mine, but nobody said anything. That's cool.
Happy birthday, gentlemen.
That's a fresh burn. Anyways,
Happy birthday, gentlemen. What'd you do for your birthday, guys?
Great America, Halloween haunt for the daring, for the wicked, right?
Still never been to that.
Those
It's
things
wonderful.
don't scare you.
No. It doesn't scare you, dude. But you go on the roller coasters. It's like
Oh, and I know, yeah, you get fucked up.
nostalgia or nostalgic. Is that it? That's the word, right?
Nostalgic,
Right.
yeah.
So you go on the roller coasters. You remember the Top Guns, the Vortexes. You remember like your old, when you were growing up there and shit. You running around there, whole bunch of douchebags and shit. Whole bunch of kids. You know what's crazy though? A whole bunch of grown ups, like my age, out there, like fucking. Till it's open till midnight.
Old fucks, huh?
Well,
Wheelchair accessibility.
that would be the guy to our right. But no, it was great times. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed myself.
I've been wanting to do that.
I think I dealt with you around my birthday. I should have hit you up, but you didn't call me either. So fuck you.
It's all good.
Right.
Because my birthday was a week before that. And
You know what's funny?
I don't think anyone said anything.
At this age, I have this whole theory and this whole rant that
Right.
for you to think that your birthday's for yourself, you selfish motherfucker. You're so old, you don't count birthdays anymore. Let's face it. Do you want your birthday to come anymore?
It
No.
usually surprises me every
Thank
year.
you. Absolutely. I dread it coming. I'm like, motherfucker, another year.
Yeah.
But again, our birthdays are not for us. It's for our friends that are locked up in their lives around us.
Sure.
It's that excuse.
Sure.
Motherfucker, it's my birthday. So now you have to come out and enjoy yourself. Get out. Stop what you've been doing.
Fuck a birthday. We could
So
do
it's
that
not-
any day. I did that today a little bit. I enjoyed you guys coming.
It only took 4 months, but whatever. Who's counting?
Fucking A, man. We're out here living right now, man. We're
Welcome to the
live.
first
Bird, shut
podcast
your
of 2018.
fucking mouth.
See what I'm saying?
Bird,
So
we're
what happened
live.
was,
No, it's all good, dude. But no, I mean, we got
It was like a fun birthday, though.
we got more solid ground right now, so we're gonna be bringing more Wednesday content. I'd like to bring more, but
Yeah.
fucking A.
Weren't we going to not?
I was just going to
No,
say, that's a
I'm just
fucking
saying-
commitment. Jesus Christ.
If you want to hear God laugh, announce your plans.
Is that,
No
what
such
we're,
thing as try.
is that what we're doing?
There's no such thing as
No,
try.
no.
Is that what we're doing?
No,
Because I mean, no.
we're trying to put out as much content as we can.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Better than the past 4 months.
Yeah.
Even though they brought that up, that's why I brought up the fact that we're trying to solidify a time slot, which is Wednesdays, to get things
And Fridays sometimes.
possibly. I can't agree. I can't be for sure about that because I'm not going to ride through fucking 2 hours of traffic to cross a 20-minute bridge. But
That's why we just got to keep grinding away till we get that helicopter.
right,
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we're close.
yeah.
We're fucking close.
We're almost there.
Then you're
a
gonna
couple
build. You're gonna build the
subscribers
helipad, right?
Oh, we already got the helipad going. We just need the
Wonderful.
cover for the helicopter
Wonderful. All right,
and the helicopter.
that's fucking great. So what else has been going on that you guys can?
We were talking about stuff that we missed. Do you want to talk? Last podcast, we forgot to touch on Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Passing away.
R.I.P.
Right.
That one hit me for some reason.
Yeah, me
Shit
too.
was
A
kinda
lot
weird.
of celebrity deaths. Don't get me wrong. Anybody dying sucks, but a lot of
Right.
celebrity deaths, it doesn't bother me. And I wasn't even that big of a Mac Miller fan.
Yeah.
I'm
I
more.
was.
I'm more.
I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about the ones who pass, who've had like real longevity. Not to say Mac Miller didn't have, some kind of, experience that he shared with, the people that he had in his life. But in the same sense, like the Princes and shit, and the Michael Jacksons and the other, like the artists who are turned to that shit because of stardom or because of a doctor, because they're old, right? So that they're taking painkillers. They're out there fucking working the stage X amount of days through the year. And then they become addicted, right? And then their life's gone. You know
Rick
what I
James
mean?
themselves.
Like I kind of respect that a little bit more than I do the whole, taking downers and feeling down, and then
Well, that's the new fad is like being depressed and sad.
right. Well, that's the music stream too. You know what I mean? Triple X, R.I.P. If you name an artist right now doesn't have numerous songs that's dedicated to the woe is me, and I'm in a dark place, but I'm on these downers. I'm on the downers. I'm popping them numerous, sipping lean, smoking plenty weed, and dark places. And they're taking drugs that doesn't help that. It enhances that. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like wishing death, right? I don't know. went a little over on that, but those are my thoughts on people that die too soon at a younger age, and it's drug involved.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Mac Miller seemed kind of relatable, like the dude next door, lightweight.
Yeah.
You know, he was like
He was just super cool and
Yeah.
like, charismatic.
down to earth and shit.
Yeah. Like, nobody had a bad thing to say about him.
Yeah.
He just seemed like a good dude with the...
Behind the scenes show
with
was
the
different
issue.
though. He had,
Oh, he had some demons.
you know.
Yeah.
Wasn't Ariana Grande trying to speak about some of these demons
Yeah.
before he died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason they broke up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is
Well-
because he was going down a bad path. She didn't want to deal with it anymore.
There's nothing worse than being with a girl who doesn't want to party with you.
Speaking of you people are fucking dickheads that were posting fucked up shit to Ariana Grande. That was a bad
Right.
time for me to get serious.
No. That's no. For sure. That's
No, but people were leaving fucked up comments to her like it was her fault.
right.
That's fucked up. It's nobody's job to fix someone
Another
like
human
that.
being.
Unless it's your kid or something.
For sure.
Then you have an investment, but
Yeah.
she didn't have an obligation.
And then if not, then they might break you down to the point where you're them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that shit is not it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Diddy's going through it right now. His baby's
Oh,
mom
that's right.
just
How
died.
did she pass?
Kim Porter.
I guess she
Yeah.
had pneumonia or something, and
Really?
just like literally was being taken care of and treated for pneumonia, and then went to sleep and
That's
never woke
fucking
up.
scary.
She might have been like
Crazy.
early 50s, dude.
She's like mid 40s, early.
I think
50s
she's like
or something.
47, 48.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's
Because you got to think, she was like probably 20, early 20s, like in the late 90s when,
Oh, okay.
you know what I mean?
I'll take that. That's Quincy's mom, though, right? That's
Yeah, this is like first
what's
wife or whatever.
what's the dude? Her Quincy's pops.
Oh,
It's, not Morris Day. I'm tripping.
nah, yeah.
It's light
I'll be sure.
I'll be sure.
Yeah.
Right. Heartthrob. Right.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
weird.
Pneumonia
That
is
was
a
out of the
scary
blue.
fucking thing.
Fuck yeah. Especially with
You
all the
had
smoke
pneumonia?
we've been having.
Yeah.
No,
You never had it?
no, I don't think so. Wait,
Man,
no,
I had it once.
I think actually, as a matter of fact, I had a little mild case of it last year.
Pneumonia or
Just mild.
emphysema?
Or bronchitis. Bronchitis is the one that can lead to it.
I
'cause
think
that's
it
what
was.
happened
I
to
think it
me.
was the bronchitis led into
Okay.
a mild case of
Yeah,
pneumonia.
yeah.
and
Popping
I was
lungs and
fucked
shit.
up
Yeah,
for like
that
2
shit
weeks.
Fuck your world up.
I
was
had
done.
I had bronchitis, and then it went away. But they say it's still in your system, whatever it is, for like a month or two. So you'll be good. You'll think you're fine. But I stayed out all night waiting for the fucking Space Jam Jordans. December.
I remember
like
when I was
waited.
21.
Yeah, so I waited out for those. This was 2009. Waited outside for those all night
Right.
in the cold. It came back with a fury, turned into pneumonia. I was like the only manager at my job at the time, so I still had to work constantly.
Yeah.
And then finally, I think another manager came in and was like, "You have to go. Like, you have
Yeah.
to go home."
Damn.
And I went to the doctor. I think I got, what is the antibiotics? Whatever they give you,
Yep.
got that. Man,
Cough
I remember.
suppressants and shit. Yeah.
I remember. I don't want to say too much. Let me think how to navigate
Did you get the fucking Jordans though? That's what people are worried.
Yeah.
I didn't get my size, but then I got my size online. So I sold the ones I got, and they paid for the ones I
Did you
ordered
make a
online.
dime?
No, it was just like an even swap,
Even swap?
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. At least you got the shoes.
Yeah, so what I had pneumonia. I'm fucking dying.
You almost died, but you got the shoes.
Yeah, I'm almost dying, right? One night, I shouldn't even say this. One night, though, something happened, and me and my girl at the time just had the wildest sex, right? I felt good during that, and then after I felt like shit. I'm like, why did we do that, right?
You talking
then-
butt plugs? You talking?
No,
you talking
not
straps?
wild, like wild vanilla sex.
You talking
Yeah,
whips?
sorry.
No?
I forgot we're in different worlds here.
Fuck, man. This guy's talking about wild sex. Was it butt play?
No, it was
All
just
right,
like
well then-
passionate. Not
Oh, okay.
passionate. It was
Okay.
not wild. It was passionate.
So you guys did a whole bunch of necking and then.
Fucking NyQuil makes you feel a little funny.
Lots of,
player.
I love you so much. Is
Oh
like
God!
no.
Right.
So that night though, she fell asleep. I remember just sitting there breathing, and it was just like it sounded like I was underwater, like gurgling.
Oh,
And I was just staring at the ceiling, literally thinking, "Fuck, she's gonna wake up to my dead body right here."
Yeah.
Like there's no way I'm making it through this night.
But
I
that was
made
right
it.
after. That was
Here I
right
am.
after prime sex. So
Yeah.
if you died a legend. Right or wrong?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Nah, it was. I just remember that feeling though, just like I'm not gonna make it through the night.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna make it through the night.
it's fucking crazy, man.
I felt like that a couple
pneumonia's
nights.
scary.
You guys
Yeah.
push yourself to that brink. You don't check yourself in when you need to be checked in. Seriously,
I'm one of the like old school, like very, very
fuck
stubborn
that
guys.
old school shit.
Kind of hard to go to the hospital and be like, I snorted a fucking 8-ball of blow tonight, and I feel a little congested.
My
I'm a little
fingers-
wheezy.
Explain.
My
I'm a
fingers
little
still
wheezy.
broke.
Explain. You have to.
No, I heard about this.
No.
I'm not saying me.
Oh, well.
I'm saying people I've heard. They might
I've
have.
stumbled on
Whatever.
this in my
I've heard-
travels.
yeah.
Whatever the circumstance, though, take your foul ass to the fucking doctors if you
Dude,
need
my
to.
finger's like still broken after 3 years, and it keeps messing with me.
Weird, dude.
It does
I
this
need to
click
go in.
when I do this.
No, like sometimes, like lately, when I wake up in the morning, I can't bend it at all.
That's also old guy shit, you know?
That's wild.
We don't wake up 100%
How
ever.
you gonna finger them fine women out there on the slab
Gotta give her the
with
left
a,
hand.
with a
I don't
crooked
finger
knuckle
anymore.
finger?
I don't finger anymore.
No, that's a little too intimate. Is that right?
Well, I'm saving myself.
I'm reborn.
I told you, I'm trying to get into heaven.
Is that right? Celibate, huh?
Yeah.
They're gonna
All right.
walk, just slam the door.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with you being celibate, man. Takes
Thanks.
it takes a fucking a good fellow
A lot of lotion.
on a high horse.
Takes
to
a
be
lot of
celibate.
lotion to be celibate.
I didn't. So hold on.
that-
So
that
celibate
was-
people beat off? I thought you don't even beat off if you're celibate.
Wait, what? No, celibate just means no sex. I think.
But
can
you
beat
still
off.
pleasure yourself.
I wouldn't know.
That's ungodly.
Somebody Google this.
It depends what
That's
it is, because the
ungodly.
fucking incels are shooting people up and shit because they can't fucking figure it out. Fucking idiots.
I figure if you're beating your own dick, it's just as immoral as getting fucking sloppy toppy from a hooker.
Really? That's the same
Sure.
thing?
No. If you're beating your dick
I was going to
In
say,
the-
there might be a lot of guys in trouble.
under the Lord's eyes,
Not me, I don't know.
you're just as gross as, you might as well
What
go
if
ahead
you
and spend that money.
fuck a jar of peanut butter? Is that where does
fucking-
that land on the scale?
How many minutes did you microwave it for first?
Right.
Is it chunky or
15,
smooth?
15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Chunky, all
Chunky
day,
all
baby.
day, baby. Extra chunky.
That's foul.
30 seconds out of the microwave.
You got peanut chips slicing your cock. You guys
Is
are
that
out
with
here-
or without your pet?
Hey, man,
Whoa.
with, preferably. No. But you guys can see we're rusty out here.
I'm
We're
allergic
just
to peanuts, so I.
Oh,
gotta-
you are.
That's, yeah. Look.
gotta
Sucks,
enjoy
man.
ourselves.
PBJs are where it's at.
I have this sunflower butter, and it's kind of like
That's interesting.
peanut butter. It's close. It's really close. And now that I've
try
had
that.
it for a couple of years, it's actually expensive as fuck.
Oh yeah,
But for me, it's peanut butter.
I'm gonna try that.
It's good.
Dope.
You can make cookies out of it, and it actually tastes really close to peanut butter, even though it's sunflowers
Yeah,
seeds. It's
That's cool. It's fucking cool.
awesome. So anyone out there, go get yourself some sunflower butter.
If you don't, you're a square. Right?
If you're allergic to nuts.
Right.
How did
Oh.
we get here?
I don't know.
What were we talking about?
Things turned shifty. I think it was Bird
We're talking
who
about
egged this conversation
go-karting.
on. It was obviously Bird.
How did go karting go from? No, we.
I don't know.
Forgetting stuff turned into
Masturbation.
sunflower seed butter.
Because I just pointed out the fact that we're rusty. We're jumping all over the place. That's what we're
Yeah.
supposed to do. This is the Humble Finessors podcast, people. You're listening
Welcome. For our first episode of 2018.
You're listening to the three novice talk about things that you may not enjoy, but we do.
Speak for yourself. I've been on the news.
I got a puppy. I don't know what you mean.
This dude said they asked me for an interview. I had to turn him down.
Fuck. I
Bro,
didn't have enough
shut your
time.
mouth,
I
bro.
couldn't fit him into my schedule.
Right.
It's true.
I thought about it.
I was on the other side of California. They had to come see me, and they declined.
I was on the road.
I was traveling.
Right.
I was
No.
abroad.
This is how we get into other details of conversations because we branch off, right? Especially you're dealing with two people that have had their common fill of alcohol. Like we don't have anything sitting here right now, but we're both
Not me. I'm trying to
under
get
the
in heaven.
influence. If you haven't noticed already,
He's our spirit guide today.
right. On top of being our DD, who
Did a good job.
helped me forget the
He's
equipment.
done a good job.
It's weird shit like that goes on that just it's uncalled for, but
Well, that's speaking of that, fucking roads are crazy out there, bro. Fucking
Facts.
fires and fucking
Facts.
rains and fucking acid and fucking
yeah, chemical warfare. Is what
Dead
they're saying.
bodies
This is
floating in
Russia.
the
This is
water.
Russia. Is what they're saying. Right?
It's just shit out. What?
Conspiracy theories. This is Russia. They're shooting our forest with laser beams,
Yeah.
and they're burning down our forest so that they could build new development that our Russian ran. That's what I've heard. That's what I'm running with.
It's fucking crazy that fire season is like 10 months out of the year now.
Right. There's always a new conspiracy too. Mm-hmm. Right.
Did they find anybody responsible for the campfire?
They're calling it a campfire because
Yeah.
it was a campfire that started it. That's
No. They're saying PG&E
supposedly.
down PG&E lines from what I've been
again.
Yeah.
You sure that wasn't the LA one? So
Because that's always.
there's
in the news.
two major fires and like a couple smaller ones. So who knows?
There's hella celebrities that lost their homes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck them.
Was it
They can buy new
Calabasas?
ones.
Hey, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it was cool. Like some of them, I think Miley Cyrus and was it Liam Hemsworth or whoever her boyfriend is or whatever, they
Okay.
lost their home. But before they even did anything, they donated like hell of money to help
their taxes
the
and a
less
write-off.
Of
Of course they did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Of course
What were
they
you saying?
did.
No, it's still cool that they
No, of
put up
course
their
they
money.
did.
They're gonna have to do a big purchase. We better get some write-offs now.
Now. You
Now.
know, no. But
I'm sorry.
no,
I'm
they're
such an
getting
asshole.
they're getting theirs all back tenfold. Insurance.
Yeah.
They're rich. They're wealthy. They have lawyers.
There's some crazy.
They're not
stories.
taking L's for a fire.
There's
right?
some crazy stories about people finding like urns and ashes that should have
Yeah.
been burnt that didn't get burned, and there's some sad shit.
What about the
too.
common folk that are fucking like fleeing from their homes?
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean?
All the
Like-
people,
Yeah.
A lot of them are up north, dude. Napa County,
Yeah.
they're
the
they're in
Chico
bad
paradise.
shape. They're in bad shape. I know people that are driving up there right now, collecting donations and then dropping it off after a
Last
week.
year in Santa Rosa, I went up to the fire damage, did an episode up
Yeah,
there. I think we
I
had
seen
talked
that.
about
I
it.
seen that.
I
Shit
think
was-
we had talked about it
shit was
last year on
dope.
the podcast. But it's just crazy to see that
Yeah.
shit. Did you hear about the there's like a Malibu wine tour or some shit, some fancy ass spot, and they have all these exotic animals,
Oh shit!
and they
Peacocks
left
and
the
shit.
animals, but they got like their classic car collection out. So people were furious. Like
Really?
people, yeah, like Whitney Cummings, the comedian, she
Okay.
went up there
to go get the
to
animal.
document it and was like, look, they left the fucking giraffe and shit. Like there's a giraffe that had like everyone knows it's like the star of the show. Everyone loves the giraffe and they just left the giraffe, but they got like their classic cars out of there.
You could always can't always get a new giraffe. You can't always get a new Jaguar or James Bond prototype, right?
Sure.
He said
just
Mustang.
saying,
I thought
dude.
you meant Mustang, not the horse. Fuck.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well,
the
you can't
car?
always.
Oh shit.
You can't.
meant
always,
the horse?
You can't always get a Shelby, but you can always get a pony that you strapped a fucking unicorn horn onto, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's
Well, you
fucked
guys
up.
are nice.
No, I'm just saying, dude. I mean, fuck, dude. When you're dealing with rich fucks, do you expect anything different? I don't.
I think that's the point of the controversy.
Yeah,
But the thing is, like, you're in California, you're in the hills, like you
Sure.
know it's always a threat. You should have a plan to get these exotic animals out.
or backup animals. Winky,
No, but the thing is-
winky.
They're making fucking a shit ton of money based on these animals, and they just let them.
If you got more in the stable, it doesn't matter, right? You know what I mean? If you can order one
If
from
PETA's
Africa
listening,
on
I do not agree.
on a 2-day FedEx. You know what I'm saying?
We need a new giraffe.
Yeah, I need a
stat.
new giraffe stat, dude. It's all good, dude. Order one from Dallas, Texas, dude. I heard they got the fucking biggest farms in Texas, right?
At least we got the
of
Mustang.
exotic animals in the United States. So it doesn't matter. You need a new cheetah, new puma. You need a new fucking chimpanzee, dude.
Well, I guess it's also
It's all good.
it's like a testament to the
get it.
fire. Like it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor because it's devastated the richest areas and the
For
poorest
sure.
areas.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, even if they raked out in front of their house or not.
Agent Orange didn't say that, or did he?
Says something like that, yeah.
He said they need to rake.
Was it Finland?
Yeah.
He said
The
Finland.
rakes.
So they
Rake.
don't have forest fires.
Rakes debris
Yeah.
out of forest.
It's also very rainy over there. But whatever. I mean, that means
No, that's absolutely nothing.
Dude, he talks like a fucking guy who's never had a hardship in his fucking life.
Agent Orange is a fucking weird.
He's
man.
never dealt with like a tragedy
weird
or like
weird man.
a terrible situation. He's never. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's so narcissistic. I just heard that his daughter was tweeting doing the same thing that Hillary did, if I'm not mistaken. That
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
blasting Hillary
yeah.
for. He blasted. That was his
All
whole
the lock her up things.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
been
okay.
doing the
And
exact.
she's done
She's
this-
been using a private email
and her
server.
husband.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, both of them.
Well, you know.
It's
for
like every-
official government business.
It's like everything he speaks on about the
We're talking
asylum
about President
bills.
Donald Trump,
Yeah.
by the way. If you
Agent
can't-
Orange.
About some of the
Piece of
asylum things. He was like the ninth appellate or district court, and it was like that wasn't the court that made that decision. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's like you're the
He
president. You
doesn't
don't even
know.
know what the fuck's going. It's so sick. It's crazy.
He's defending Saudi Arabia
they're the
for killing a
face, dude.
journalist.
They're the face of a nation. They're not fucking the business portion. They're not the fucking development portion. They're not fucking. They are the face. They are here to show face and give a speech that's not well written, not well received. They're just the face. They're just the body. They are
Didn't his wife copy Michelle Obama's speech?
Yeah.
Almost
Sure.
word for word,
Yeah.
almost verbatim.
plagiarized the whole fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course she did.
Can you guys,
Right.
playing devil's advocate, can you think of one good thing that you could say Trump has done? Playing devil's advocate, just not agreeing but understanding. Is there any one topic that you're like, I can kind of see?
I mean,
I can't think of any.
He's doing something right now that fucking Obama tried to do his whole 8 years, which is prison reform. He's trying, which it's very possible that he's going to get the votes to do it. So
There was a huge issue with that, but I don't remember what it was, and I'd have to re-look into that. Some issue I had with it.
if it stops people from fucking stealing candy bars or going to prison for 25 years,
Yeah.
then
I would just say I do like the fact that he doesn't give a fuck, and I wish more politicians would take the gloves off.
Yeah.
But I just wish it was politicians that weren't dumb as fuck. Hey, every once in a while, it would have been nice to have Obama just be like, these
Shut
motherfuckers.
the fuck up.
yeah.
You've been against me from the gate. I didn't even hear it.
Right.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I understand the Trump supporters. That's what drew them to him. They're like, oh, it's a politician or someone who could be president that doesn't give a fuck, saying whatever
Sure.
he wants.
All the
I mean,
people
he's
I
a
know.
reality star, though. What reality star do you know that gives a fuck?
Yeah. Speaking of,
Besides himself.
he hasn't visited the troops in a combat zone yet.
Of course not.
He didn't go to the Arlington Cemetery for Memorial Day.
You'd expect him
He's
to?
like the first president to not do that.
He's
Today,
watching Fox and Friends,
he
dude.
was
What do you mean?
Today he was golfing at his resort, Mar-a-Lago,
For sure.
While President Obama was sacking up potatoes to give out to the needy in Chicago,
Cool.
in Southside Chicago.
Sounds
just-
about right. Sounds about right. I'm not gonna say Democrat or Republican right now. It just sounds about right about someone who's the face of a nation who's a reality star. That's it.
I think it's almost
Right.
like a knock to our intelligence, like with the
No.
Las
The
Vegas
knock to
shooting
our
thing.
intelligence was the fact that he was even on the ballot. That's the knock to our intelligence. The knock to our intelligence is Hillary Clinton. Some people may be opposed to what I'm saying right now. Give a fuck. The knock to our intelligence was those two presidential candidates.
Oh no, it's been coming way.
But
before
those
that,
two, those two?
the fuckery's been coming.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the knock to the United States intelligence.
Oh, I'm
Neither
I'm
one
just
of
saying
them
it's
should have been
all-
on
It's insane
a
how
ballot to be presidents.
how stupid they think we are now, or
Oh, yeah.
or it's either that or what can they do? The 99% really has no power. There's really not much they're going to be able to do.
I mean,
Hey, we had a great step forward earlier this month.
with the
blue wave.
winning the House.
Yes.
Right. Maybe the speaker will be Pelosi. Right.
I think she
Possibly.
got the votes. Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
Because there
I
were
was
some
just reading a lot of stuff
Democrats,
about her this
like
morning.
9 Democrats in California that were going to vote against it. Vote against her. Her. I don't know. Could be fake news.
Yeah. I don't
Can't
know.
call it anymore, dude. I think that the tide has shifted from people being like outraged and like immediately scream fake this, fake that, because people are so used to now taking in fake that they're like, I don't know where I read it.
Which sucks because when some real issues come up, we're like, it's probably fake. We don't have to act. It's probably fake.
But that's why the culture shifted, and we're not really like at each other's throats right now because we're just like, oh, you called it fake? I'll take your word for it. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think people are spending the time to develop their own thought process because they've been fed so much knock shit. Like if I look some shit up on Google, dude, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, no.
I'm not. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know, I don't know whose word to take because they looked up a different article. That's just, I don't know. Doesn't matter to me anymore. Regardless. It's wonderful. You voted, right?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Went well.
Your boy Berto.
Beto. He lost.
Fuck.
He lost.
He was in the running though, right?
Yeah, it was very, very
It was
close.
like 49-51 or some shit.
Yeah, it was very, very close. It was an uphill battle for him. So, you know, he still made the rich folks waste a lot of their money on Ted Cruz ads.
That's a deep red state though, anyway, right?
Yeah,
Texas.
Yeah. The thing is, what it really was is he was big on gun control, and people were trying to tell him like, "Hey, chill on the gun control in Texas," but
Right.
he, you know. But I'm hoping this sets him up to potentially run in 2020 for president.
I had a thought about gun control. So, with gun control, right, it's not going to apply to officers for sure. They're upholding the law.
Yeah.
What about off duty, right?
You mean if guns were just banned?
Like certain guns are banned.
If guns are banned, only cops and robbers have guns, which is all bad.
No,
That's
I
how
mean-
it is in the UK.
No, I mean off duty.
all bad.
Off duty. So off duty.
Mexico.
If they're passing those kind of like stiffer laws, then there would probably be like not a concealed to carry. Like some states would lose that, right? So what about the off duty cop? Would he lose the concealed to carry too? I mean, at that time he's a civvy, right? He's a civilian.
It depends on the
He's a government
what
official.
the law is.
He's,
So-
But the thing is with
Okay.
gun control,
he's a public servant at that point, so he could be
Even off the clock.
Yeah, you're always a public servant if you're a cop. Absolutely, you're
but
always.
that's
held
one
to
of the
your oath.
misconceptions though. When people talk gun control, they're not talking ban guns.
Right.
Like
No,
even
no, but-
Beto wasn't trying to ban guns. He's just like, if you're schizophrenic or something, maybe you shouldn't get guns.
Right.
It's very common sense, like gun reform.
Right.
But you know the opposition tries to paint it like they're trying to take all your guns, but it's not really.
Even then, though, concealed to carry, dude, those states have way less guns or way less murders by people with guns because people are like, nigga, I got mines too.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
You're not going to rob a guy with a 45 on his hip.
Right. And you have a 22. What are you going to do? What do you. Yeah. Yeah.
And 3 other people in the store have a little something on
Sure.
them too.
Sure. Just in case things get a little out of hand. Right. No, it's wild. That's wild.
I see so many points on both sides of the gun control thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's one reason why.
There's no solution.
Yeah,
to that.
that's one reason why Japan didn't just fully invade us in California. Is because they were like, if you go on their soil, you're going to get shot. Everybody's got a gun over there.
For sure.
So that's what kept them away from invading us. Almost
That's probably
100%.
like the whole
So I mean, I don't know.
play is why other countries don't.
Like we
have
talked about it
to-
earlier, like people, you know, we all have those friends that are gun nuts, and you're like, do you really need that many? Because if the shit went down, how many are you going to carry out of here anyways?
The people who fetishize.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
big
more
guns
weird,
between-
dude.
No. I think those people though those set of people are more worried about martial law and other
Well, how many guns can you shoot at one time?
other entities. I mean, fuck. If you think about it though, if it was the people versus the government at any time ever, I mean, fuck, dude.
I mean,
They probably
for some
wipe
reason
out a
there's
whole
this like
portion of
built-in
California.
paranoia with Americans.
Is it though?
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
but
like
it's
the
not
most
proven?
paranoid
Hell yeah, that's
country
proven.
ever.
It's proven.
Yeah.
No, because like
To
people in
be
the
paranoid
UK
of
don't
the
even
government?
think about this.
No, I mean, not really.
They don't have guns. They're
Yeah.
not allowed to own guns.
Well, it's part of the way
And
they
don't
control
even
us.
think about it.
They don't want us talking to our neighbors, so they make us fear everything. From the time you're in school, you got to fear what you're going to be when. Don't be I mean, everything is we're just fear. Everything is fear, 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 fear.
That I think you're
Lock your
totally
door,
right.
you know?
But I just don't see the grand conspiracy behind that. I just think that's America was built on
Well,
this
it's-
idea of frontier, Wild West. Like it's still in us, and it's interesting. Like
It is, though.
Why I
Yeah.
love true crime documentaries, and that just scares the fuck out of me. So I don't think it's. I don't know if there's a conspiracy behind that. It's just that's what we like.
I think it's like
Nah, I'm good.
divide and conquer. You know, if you can make everybody divide and if you can make everybody fight over a bunch of bullshit, then you're not going to be paying attention to the bigger shit that's completely going to engulf you.
Yeah, I think there's definitely
Part of
cases.
fighting in the art of war is deception. You know
Yeah,
what I
there's
mean? Look over
definitely
here, look
cases
over
of
here,
that.
look over here. Thank you.
Speaking of the gun control thing, though, Tekashi getting caught up
The
doing
co-conspirator?
stupid shit.
We're not going to speak
'Cause
on him
this
on this
is-
podcast.
this is the-
Hey, he's probably in there snitching.
Oh, but this is the thing, though.
For sure,
Not even
dude.
about him, but just about, like, we mentioned it earlier, New York City. Like, New York City is really like a lockdown city now. Like, New York City is like the UK. Like, you almost, it's almost zero tolerance, no guns at all.
For anything, though.
Yeah.
Not just guns, anything.
No, I know. It's
Schedule 1,
It's crazy.
Schedule 2, drug charge, you're done. You're looking at 8, sir.
I'm surprised
You
you,
know
don't
what
hear
I'm
more cops being shot out there. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
you
Right.
know?
No,
Because, I mean, fuck, I got something on me. I know if he finds this, I'm going down
Right.
for, like you said, 8. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
The same thing that I spoke about when we were talking about it earlier, though. It's Giuliani fucking state, dude. It still hasn't shook the Giuliani fucking thumb. He put a lot of pressure on police officers, captains, fucking chiefs, whatever, to fucking lock down their fucking little section. And the way they did that was putting their thumb on fucking non-criminals. You know what I mean? Almost being weary
people of color.
Sure, you know, but like the non-criminal citizens in that portion that are just going and doing their 9 to 5,
Stop and frisk. And
stop
all
and
that,
frisk,
like,
all
yeah.
kinds of bullshit. Yeah, you're stopping
No, that-
12-year-old kids and shit. It's sick.
It is crazy though, because I didn't know until the last few years really. Like I knew that New York was crazy a couple decades ago, but like really watching some documentaries about like the 70s and 80s in New York, that shit was fucking crazy.
Nuts.
They were having like 3,000 plus murders a year.
Did you watch
like
the,
3,000 people getting murdered?
the
not
Netflix-
deaths. About the
17th?
precinct, yeah,
16th or some shit.
about
dude.
with the dirty cops at the precinct.
Dude.
That shit was fucking
They were
insane. You gotta
so-
Bird, you gotta watch that. I'll get the
Dude.
exact
That sounds
name.
super familiar. Wait a second.
the
I think
15th, the 16th.
it was about a clique of bad cops.
Yeah, in one precinct.
yeah.
Oh, I've actually
It was
been
in
kind of
East
into that
New York.
right now. So I've heard this at Philly and I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Baltimore.
they're-
they
there
were
was a
in-
couple. There was like a
Oh, dude.
clique of them
Yeah,
in Baltimore. That was
Baltimore
like,
has a hell of dirty cops.
Right.
But this one, it was a precinct in East New York, which is just past, like a little further out from Queens and Brooklyn. It was one precinct where it had a ridiculous number of murders, but these dirty cops were like
The dirtiest thing,
playing in the mud.
winning.
The dirtiest of them all was one of the head dudes who was giving the interview who was already out of prison. I mean, it doesn't say much. He's out here speaking for a documentary, bro, about the shit that he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Well, like
he's
you-
out.
Like you said about the Saudi thing, you know, that guy got murdered. How many people are serving life for murder? But yet these people can murder somebody. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different rules for
Shit
different
gets
people.
weird.
absolutely.
But that's the thing. They almost people like that, like a lot of dirty cops, they seem to like flip it and try to make it virtuous. Like, oh, we did this
Yeah.
for the greater good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they'll
it
convince
started
them.
for the greater good. And then I
Yeah,
got caught
and
up
it's
in
like
the
all
shit.
these drug dealers are making this money, and it was going
Yeah.
to nobody.
Well,
I
we-
might as well take it for my family.
Look at
sure.
Look at when we
You know what I mean?
blow off our little tasks. We find our own little excuses. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
right.
Everyone does
But
it.
that's a whole different.
So, but just on that level, though, you know, what
Yeah.
kind of excuses do you have to give to rob? You know,
Yeah.
no warrants, kicking doors.
And I try my best to be a good person, but it would be hard seeing a pile of money and you're making fucking barely scraping by.
yeah. Or beat the shit out of somebody saying fucking fuck your mother.
Yeah, like it's easy to say you wouldn't do that shit,
Right.
but if you're in a trap house by yourself and your partner's like, what are we gonna do with this money? We're gonna report all this
There's
money?
35,000. We could easily say 15, 10,
That's pretty much what they were
5,
doing.
You know? Oh,
Yeah,
all
but
day.
They were
looking
in,
for it.
But they were in with the drug
But
dealers.
didn't they help
and were-
facilitate some murders too? Like, or they let them happen, some shit like that. I think.
I think they were privy to.
well, look at Whitey Bulger.
Whitey Bulger.
I mean,
yeah,
look
he
at
was an informant. Yeah.
I mean, he was having the cops take out
that's not-
his
I mean,
enemies,
yeah.
and I mean,
But that was at a higher level though too. That was like fucking government dealing.
That
with
was the
him.
feds or
That
something.
was the feds, yeah. But with the shit in New York, it's almost like you're no threat to the criminals because you're working with the criminals, and actually the criminals are telling you, "Hey, move on these dudes.
Well,
Take this spot."
It seems like the more power you give the police in any state, whether it's Mexico, UK, that's what starts to happen. The corruption starts becoming, you know what I mean? If I can steal your $1 today, I'm taking 2 tomorrow, 4 the next day, until you do something, you know? And it seems like these heavy police states, man, it's shit's scary.
It's weird. It's weird.
That shit is scary.
Yeah. It's crazy how wild New York was, though.
No.
In the Bronx, it would just look like a war-torn country.
Right.
Like just burned out buildings, and the landlords would just burn the buildings and get the insurance money.
Yeah.
And there's kids just playing in like rubble, like
third world shit.
Yeah, you would think it was a country that just went through a war.
Yeah.
And it was just New York City
Wow,
in the 70s.
This is taking a non-comedic turn.
We were supposed to have some laughs.
Yeah, we were supposed to have some giggles.
We did to start it off.
No, we did. It's great doing this with you guys.
Yeah, what time are we at?
You know, we're about 8:30.
We're over.
Right. But yeah, we're gonna solidify this Wednesday.
He's done it again.
Rain-
Fucking A, dude.
rain-
He's just going to ring this home.
Rain, sleet, or hail. It was raining pretty hard today, people.
It was, and we needed it.
Yeah, we did.
God shone down on us with much needed rain
Kidding
Again,
me?
check
for
your
this
local
fire.
check your local acid rain text that I sent out.
Yeah,
Just make sure you're not outside for the acid rain.
right.
They're showing you the counties. Just check the link.
Yeah, and if you need help finding your county, go ahead and send me a text message. I'll send you the text so you can check your city, and maybe the officials have posted something. Shit can get real out there, people. All right.
Yeah. R.I.P. to the 49er fan that died.
Yeah,
R.I.P. to Mac Miller.
R.I.P. to Alex Smith's ankle.
Oh, my God.
R.I.P. to name someone else.
Jameis Winston's career.
Jameis Winston's career.
Conor McGregor's career.
Okay.
Ryan,
Conor
Ryan,
McGregor.
Ryan Fitzpatrick will be back. Conor McGregor. R.I.P. to Floyd Mayweather's career for talking about he's going to fight some dude to beat the shit out of him, and then he backed out.
I wish we could have talked
and then
about
now
that
it's
for a
back on
minute.
for like a 6-minute fight.
And no kicks, no nothing, no
right,
nothing.
right.
Did they say gloves?
Well,
Are they going to be in MMA gloves or boxing? That's my only question.
I think
They're not
gonna
gonna do it,
I think
so-
They're not going to
heavy
do it.
ass
It's never going to happen. They said he's going to get 80 mil for it, though. So I do
80
an
mils, peanuts to him. Yeah. It's happy to be with you guys.
R.I.P.
This
to
Wednesday.
romaine lettuce. E. coli outbreak right now.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
You gonna wrap it?
Hopefully R.I.P. to the fucking GOP.
There was somebody else in sports that I wanted to say R.I.P. to, dude, but I don't recall who it was. Besides
Draymond.
Alex Smith, no.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's somebody else in football, but we'll touch on that next time. Happy to be here, folks.
See you in another 2 months.
Alrighty.
See ya. Bye, guys. Bye.
Episode whatever.
Humble Finessors.
We'll tell you guys again next week.
We'll count the episodes. Have a better number.